matsu. Na priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Please chant.
Eva-maishe krita-sohridhartha
Ivamaishe kritasoridharta.
janeshu deha paravartikeshu
Ganeshu deham bharavartikeshu.
griheshu dayatmajarati mutsu
Vihesha jayatma jarati matsu.
na priti yukta yavadarthascha loke
Na priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Evam yaishe kritasoridata. Ganeshu deham bharavartikeshu. Vihesha jayatma jarati matsu. Na priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Somebody else? Evam-aishe kritasoridata. Ganeshu deham bharavartikeshu. Viheshu jayatma jarati matsu. Na priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Mataji. Evam-aishe kritasoridata. Ganeshu deham bharavartikeshu. Griheshu jayatma jarati matsu. Na priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Evam-aishe kritasoridata. Ganeshu deham bharavartikeshu. Vihesha jayatma jarati matsu. Priti yukta yavadartascha loke. Yea, those who va or mayi unto me, Ishe, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kritasorada Artha, very eager to develop love, in the relationship of Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, or Madhurya, Janeshu, to people, Vihambaravartikeshu, who are interested only in maintaining the body, not in spiritual salvation. Griheshu, to the home, Jaya, wife, Atmaja, children, Rati, wealth or friends, Matsu, consisting of na, not, Priti Yukta, very attached, Yavatarta, who live by collecting only as much as required. Ta, and Loke, in the material world. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Those who are interested in reviving Krishna consciousness and increasing their love of Godhead do not like to do anything that is not related to Krishna. They are not interested in mingling with people who are busy maintaining their bodies, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They are not attached to their homes, although they may be householders. nor are they attached to wives, children, friends, or wealth. At the same time, they are not indifferent to the execution of their duties. Such people are interested in collecting only enough money to keep the body and soul together. Are we doing translation? Translation, okay. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Ki Jai. Whether he is an impersonalist or a devotee, one who is actually interested in advancing spiritually should not mingle with those who are simply interested in maintaining the body by means of the so-called advancement of civilization. Those who are interested in spiritual life should not be attached to homely comforts in the company of wife, children, friends, and so forth. Even if one is a grihasta and has to earn his livelihood, he should be satisfied by collecting only enough money to maintain body and soul together. One should not have more than that, nor less than that. As indicated herein, a householder should endeavor to earn money for the execution of bhakti yoga. Shravanam kirtanam vishnu smaranam pada sevanam archanam bandhanam dasyam sakyam atmanivedanam. A householder should lead such a life that he gets full opportunity to hear and chant. He should worship the deity at home, observe festivals, invite friends in, and give them prasad. A householder should earn money for this purpose, not for sense gratification. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna. Hari Paschatya Desha Dharani. Hey Guru Jnanada Dina Bandho Swananda Data Kuranaika Sindho Vrindavana Sina Hitavatara Prasida Radha Pranaya Pachara Nama Shrishtam Manumati Sachi Putramatra Sarupam Tasyaga Shamuraparim Matarim Padikamadava Prapto Yasya Patita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi Tam Gopika Vishwaravestanayanti Kipti Sevadikarini Guru Nichapada Padme Dasyam Kumam Vachakananesham Radhangri Sevana Rase Sukinam Sukabdo Radha Sammukha Sangsakting Saki Sangha Divasajin Kamaham Satatam Bande Madhavashraya Vikraham Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Gododaya Pushpavanto Chitto Sando Tamonido Vande Nanta Adbhutashayam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopi Yat Prasadat Sat Bhakti Shastra Pravachaka Nityanandam Maham Nomi Sarvanandakaram Padam Harinama Padam Devam Avaduta Shiromani Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannataya Te Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Taptakanshana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Haritire Vrindaye Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Pradidegi Satyavajay Namo Namah Vancha Kopatu Vishcha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavani Yo Vishna Yo Namo Namah. This is solid advice how to be happy in this world. Everybody wants happiness, no? Nobody wants to suffer. Everybody wants happiness because we're created like that. Anandamayo Vyasa. Krishna is also full of happiness and we're created in his image. So we're also by nature pleasure seeking. But we look in the wrong place. We look in the wrong place. This is solid information how to be happy in this world. Krishna consciousness is yukta vairagya. Prapanchikataya bhujya hari sambandhi vastuna mukshivi paratyago falgo vairagyam katyate. Falgo vairagya means false renunciation. That no home, no money, no wife, no children, no Maya. It's all Maya. Is it Maya? Well, yes. But are we ready to renounce everything? No. So there's a system how to gradually become detached from the world. And this is being described here. If we're married and have children, responsibility, home, income, this is instruction how to deal with it. We perform our duty without attachment. And this is sannyas. Prabhupada said, Krishna conscious grihastha life and sannyas, same. Because what does sannyas mean? You put a different color of cloth, you tie your dhoti differently, and you carry danda. Does that make you sannyasi? By changing your dress? We have to change our consciousness. Sannyas is a state of mind. Krishna says in the first verse, Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, Anashatya karma phalam karyam karma karotija. Sasanyasi cha yogi cha na niragnya na chakriya. Who is a sannyasi? Anashatya karma phalam. Who doesn't take shelter in the fruits of labor. What does that mean practically? Paycheck. Money. Is there shelter in a paycheck? People think there is. Now I've got money. Life is good. But can money solve our problems? Cannot. Money is always a problem unless it's engaged in Krishna service. If you have money, then your whole consciousness is absorbed. How will I keep it? My relatives want to take it. Thieves want to take it. The government is taxing me heavily. They want to take it. How can I hold on to my money? How can I invest it to create more money? Then when the investment goes down, they cry. Oh, my money, I lost my money. My esteemed, worshipable godbrother, Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj used to say, money, 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 brighter than the sunshine, sweeter than honey, money, money, money. But money is a big illusion. And if you don't have money, this is a big problem. This is a bigger problem. How will you eat? How will you live without money? This is actually a recent invention. Money is a recent invention, relatively speaking. Because previously they bartered. Okay, you're producing flour, atta, and chawal. I'm producing sabji. Let us trade. You give me atta, I give you sabji. Bas. You're happy, I'm happy. But they invented money, and what is the result? Everyone is controlled by money. You have to have PAN card, right? You can't, and you have to go to the bank. Everyone becomes, the bank has us by our neck. It's your money, but they control it. And you can only take out so much without paying for it. And they buy and sell your money. They give you 6% and they charge 20%. And the whole interest, the whole money lending business is cheating from beginning to end. I don't know what it is in America, here in India, but in America, they have something called leveraging. So if you put $100,000 in the bank, they can loan 900,000 on your 100,000, and 800,000 just created out of air. They never had it, but they can loan on that much money that you put in the bank. And then if you don't pay your bill, if you're default on your mortgage, then they take your property. And they never had the money. The whole thing is cheating beginning to end. And we wonder, how are these banks building big, huge skyscraper buildings on your back by manipulation of money? So Vedic system is barter and having something that actually has value, not a piece of paper. And what was it, 2017, demonetization came? You should have seen the Loy Bazaar Wallas. They're all crying. Why? Because they had trunks full of black money. trunks and trunks full of paper. And then one day it's worth lakhs and crores, the next day it's just paper. So people were throwing it in Jamuna. They're dropping it off at different temples. The temple can't use it either. What can you do? It's just paper, has no intrinsic value. Actual money means precious metal, gold and silver. Here in India also, there used to be silver coin, silver rupee. 1 silver rupee, 1 rupee coin, silver. Now what is it worth? A silver rupee coin? 30 rupees? 40 rupees? If you can find one. So this is all cheating, manipulating people. So money is always a problem unless it's used in Krishna service. And that means one has to be detached from money. Because, okay, this is my money. Do I have to give it to Krishna? If we think it's mine, then we feel pain when we give it to Krishna, when we use it in Krishna's service. But if we identify wealth as belonging to the Lord, then you're giving to Krishna what belongs to Krishna. Sita is for who? Rama, not Ravana. For Rama. Lakshmi is for who? Narayan. And when we give Lakshmi to Narayan, when we unite Lakshmi and Narayan, this is Krishna consciousness. But Ravana wants to take Sita, Lakshmi for himself. I will enjoy. And this is demon's mentality. So Krishna consciousness means to use money in Lord's service. Same with wife. Is she your wife? No. Krishna can take her anytime. Because this is the future of every relationship. Is it not? If one of you dies, other one cries. Even in the most harmonious, loving, respectful relationship, either husband dies and wife cries, or wife dies and husband cries. This is the future of every relationship. Why are we attached? We're insane. We're certifiably insane. Because we think we can stay here forever. Krishna says, Dukhalayam ashashvatam. This place we suffer, and we can't stay. But everyone lives their life to make it Sukhalayam Shashvatam. I can stay here forever, and I'll be very happy. I'll surround myself, I'll make a beautiful home. I'll have many children, make a big bank balance, and enjoy. This is a big illusion, because we can't stay. What is the guarantee that we can live another day, that we'll see another sunrise? Is there a guarantee? There's no guarantee that we even see another sunrise. But people are making planning, what we call planning commission, making plans to stay here forever, accumulate wealth, and be happy. So what is the solution to happiness? To give up attachment. Narati matsu. Give up rati, attachment to this material world. But simultaneously, perform your duty. Karyam karma korotija. Karyam karma means obligatory work. We're obliged by our karma to perform particular kinds of activity. We're driven, we're dragged by our own previous desires. By our previous desires, we get a particular type of body. Krishna explains this in Bhagavad Gita. I'm forgetting the verse. Old age strikes again. Anyway, he explains that by association with the modes of nature, one gets a particular body. Sadasat Joni Janmasu. Someone has Asad Yoni, someone gets Sad Yoni. Asad Yoni means what? Donkey, crow, snake. They're also born. Why is someone born as a donkey? Why is someone born as a snake, a crow? Because of their association with the modes of material nature. They get a body that corresponds with the modes of nature that they've assumed. And because of that association, they're dragged to perform particular kind of work. Why do we see people, Rajagun, very, very active? Jai Shri Itai Chan, Gora Chan, Ki Jai. I'll get their names straight yet. Purusha, there is this Purusha Prakriti Stohi, Bhungte Prakriti Jan Gunan, Karanam, Gunasangasya, Sadasad, Junajamik. What is the cause of being born as a crow or a pig or a cow? Karanam Gunasangasya, Gunasanga, by associating with the modes of nature in a particular mode. Mode of ignorance, born as a monkey, a cow, not a cow, cow is more elevated, a monkey, a pig, a snake, like guna sangasya, by association with the modes of material nature. So what is the objective of spiritual life? To become free from the influence of modes of nature and not get a nasty body. To get a body like Krishna's by fixing our mind on Krishna, by being Krishna conscious in whatever life you're given. Because we're given a life. We have a life that's given to us that's been created by our past life. Tateno kampam susamikshamana gunjana evatmikritam vipakam. Bhagavatam says. Evatmikritam vipakam. That we have created our life, whether it's prosperous or challenging, healthy or diseased, fame or infamy. We've created our life by our last life. And who understands that? Only devotees. Only someone who reads Bhagavad Gita. Foolish people think there's only one life. Christians think like this. They say there's no previous life, there's no future life, this is all there is. So ask them, who were you before you were you? Like your name is? Arindam. So, Mr. Mehta. Who were you before you were Mr. Mehta? We don't know. We can understand there is a previous life. But you ask them, no, there's no previous life and there's no future life. Only heaven and hell. Either you go to the good place or the bad place. What kind of philosophy is this? This is children's philosophy for kindergartners who cannot understand the laws of karma. Ask them, why is it someone is born as Mr. Virat Kohli and someone is born crippled, can't walk even, what to speak of playing cricket? Why? Is God playing favorites? Like there's a big bowl in Vaikuntha and everybody's name is in there and God just reaches in and pulls out a name. Oh, you get to be Virat Kohli. Congratulations. Well, I don't know. Oh, so sorry. You're going to be crippled. Is that what it is? Or have we created our life by our activities in our previous life? This is the only philosophical truth that makes any sense. Otherwise, God's just arbitrarily blessing people and cursing them. Okay, bless you, curse, curse, bless, bless, bless. No, bless, curse, bless, bless, bless. Is that what it is? No. We have created. Bunjana evatma kritam. Evatma kritam means we have created it. So we should be happy with our life, whatever it is, and develop a sense of detachment from this world. How does that happen? How to become detached? Do you just decide to become detached? Okay, from tomorrow, I'm detached. Is it so easy? No, there's a process. It's called sadhana, sadhana bhakti. By developing attachment to Krishna, we become detached from this world. And this is a process. You can't artificially be detached. Our process is not detachment, vairagya. Our process is attachment. And by Krishna consciousness, detachment automatically develops. Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janetyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayad Ahaitukam. Causes knowledge and detachment develop automatically just by executing Krishna consciousness. Natural detachment, not artificial detachment. What is artificial detachment? I really want to do that, but I know I'm not supposed to, so I won't. But your mind is going, why don't you do that? And you go, no, I shouldn't do that. Why don't you do it? Come on. Why don't you do it? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. This is artificial. When we develop interest in Krishna, Krishna consciousness, we automatically become detached from this world. And you don't think, it's not, I don't want to do that. I have no interest in material life. Instead of having strong interest in material life and wrestling with your own mind how to become detached, come to the stage of, I've lost interest. I've simply lost interest. That is the effect of Krishna consciousness. Yukta Vairagyam. So this is what's being spoken here, how to become proper grihastha. Proper grihastha life means attached, but in the forefront of Krishna consciousness. Devotees are attached to, should we be detached from the association of devotees? Like your Maya, Prabhu. Your body is Maya, you're Maya. It's all Maya. This is Mayavad, right? It's all Maya. Don't talk to me. This is all Maya. Don't be my friend. Friendship is Maya. Is that correct? No. Shastra tells us to develop Ishwaritada Dineshu Balisheshu Disatsucha Prema Maitri Kripopeksha. We should develop friendship with devotees. And should we not be friends with our family members? Should you not have affection for children? In the context of Krishna consciousness, not material affection, but affection that is expressed in the form of how can I help this person be a better devotee? That Krishna has sent this person to me to be my child, to be my husband or wife. So how to cooperate? This is love. Everything else, lust. In this world is a world of exploitation. Lust means exploitation. How will I enjoy the association of another person? Like a man says to a woman, I love you. And she says back, do you really love me? Yes, I really, really love you. Well, what is he thinking? When do we get an apartment together? Is that love? It's lust, pure and simple lust. So, Pomsastyamatini bhavamitaktoro hridayagantamahu atat grihashetu sutapta vittaya janasya mohoyam maham mameti. The whole world is going on this principle. Pumsa striya. Pumsa cow, striya cow. Pumsa donkey, striya donkey. Pumsa worm, striya worm. The whole world is going on this principle. So how to become free? You say, pull out a thorn with a thorn. If you step on a thorn, you ever step on a thorn on parikrama? It practically goes through your whole foot and out the other side. Ah, and you can't pull it out. So how to get it out? You get another thorn and dig it out. Pull out a thorn with a thorn. Or Srila Prabhupada gave an example. Said if you eat too much kheer, too many tasty milk products, you may have some indigestion problem. So what is the solution? You take dahi with some black salt, some cumin, jeera, and then one milk product caused the problem, another milk product solves the problem. So our existence in this material world is caused by attachment, material attachment. But when we're attached in the service of the Lord, to uplift your family members, to serve each other. This causes detachment. Real attachment means love. Real love does not mean lust and love are opposite. Like Chaitanya Charitamrita says, like gold and iron. Iron is very common. People throw it away. You see people looking, searching for pieces of thrown away trash. Very common. Gold is very valuable. People hoard it. I think if I have one little gold nose ring, very good. It's valuable. So real love is valuable, and everyone is looking for real love. But we only find that in Krishna conscious relationships. It's the gold standard of relationships. Because without Krishna, what is it? It's just exploitation. A man thinks, I am the boss, she is my property. Wash my feet and drink the water. Is that proper attitude? No. A man will never become Krishna conscious if he thinks, I am the master of this woman. Brahmacharis, take note. You'll never become Krishna conscious. There's a nice story of Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. One newlywed couple came to Babaji Maharaj, said, Babaji Maharaj, please bless us. We were just married. So he said to the man, yes, I will bless you. But you do one thing first. And after you do this, you come back and I will bless you. Here's what you do. You go to Sabji Mandi and you purchase sabji, all types of samagri for making a feast. Ghee, rice, chawal, sabji, masala. And you make a nice feast. You offer to Bhagwan. And then you serve that feast to your wife. And when she's through eating, you can eat what's left over. Then you come back, then I will bless you. Are you ready, Prabhus? What is he saying? Huh? He's saying that a man has to give up the mentality of Purusha. They call us Purush, right? Stri and Purush. But we have to give up the Purush mentality, and ladies have to give up Purush mentality also. Everybody wants to be Purush, the enjoyer, the boss in this material world. But if you have that attitude, you'll never become Krishna conscious, because there's only one Purush, and it's not you. It's Krishna. It's Krishna. He's the enjoyer, the only enjoyer. And this is what it means. When all women are meant for Krishna, your wife is meant for Krishna, your husband is meant for Krishna, your children are also meant for Krishna. Don't be the enjoyer of your child, you know. Sometimes you see people so attached to their children. They're hugging, kissing them, and kuchi, kuchi, kuchi. Okay, we should love our children. Otherwise they grow up crooked. If you can't love your kids, and take care of them, get a puppy. Don't have children like animals and neglect them. Because what is the responsibility? Guru na sasya, pita na sasya, janani na sasya. Namo chayadya somapita mrityam. If we can't deliver your dependence from this world, don't accept the position. Don't be a mother. Don't be a father. Don't be a guru. Don't be a devata. If you can't deliver your dependent. And delivering dependent means Krishna consciousness. So relationship between men and women isn't forbidden in Krishna consciousness, but unholy relationships are forbidden. Take note. Therefore, Prabhupada said, no illicit sex. He said, sex is there. How did we come to this world? There's only one way. So that isn't forbidden, to have nice Krishna conscious children. But unholy relationships between men and women are forbidden. Krishna says, Dharma virudho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. I am that kama that is dharmic. relationship between men and women. And what is the result? Extraordinary children. You see some of these kids that are born in devotee families. They're 2 years old. They can't even reach the end of the mridanga. But they're like this, they're playing the mridanga like a pro. And singing Gaur Arati, Nishinga Arati. Where does that come from? From activity of last lifetime. Srimatam, they're born in family of rich aristocracy. Or born in family of devotees. Because of their previous activities. When we want children, we should call them consciously, not unconsciously having children. Well, hey honey, I think I'm pregnant. Why is it like that? Because they're completely unregulated in their habits. And what is the result? Abortion. Abortion is murder, pure and simple. And why do they do it? Oh, it'll spoil my figure. I can't play tennis anymore. In some countries, it's just a form of contraception. Kill your baby. Oh, damn, pregnant again. Okay. Hello? Yeah, make an appointment for me. They go see the doctor. Oh, yeah. This is demoniac. So demoniac. Millions of babies are murdered by their so-called loving mothers. What kind of culture? What kind of culture we live in? What kind of world is this? As we're sitting here, cows are being led to slaughter, babies are being murdered, and we wonder, why is there war? Probably explain that the violence we inflict on other living beings comes back to human society. What goes around comes around. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This is the laws of physics. It's also the laws of karma. So we have a solution, and this is a solution that's being explained here in this verse. How to live your life that's destined for you, because children are destined for you, a husband or wife is destined. All the big things in life are destined. Like, why do some people never get children? They try and they try and they try and they just can't conceive a child. Other people, oops, honey, I'm pregnant. True. It's true. Things are destined. The big things in life are all destined for us. Why does a man become attracted to a particular woman? Woman becomes attracted to a particular. Say, oh, star-crossed lovers. Someone is meant for you or not meant for you. So whatever comes to you, we offer to Krishna. Mat kurushva madarpanam. If you find yourself in a relationship, Krishna conscious marital relationship, make Krishna the center. And you'll be happy. Srila Prabhupada gave a simple example. Imagine a very still body of water, pond, what you call pukur, right? Windless day, the whole surface of the water is like a mirror. And you take a stone and you throw it in the water, makes beautiful concentric rings. They study this in physics, right? Ripple tank. There can be thousands of rings from one center, right? Because there's one center. If you throw a handful of stones and there's all discord, it's not beautiful anymore. So if we make Krishna the center, then very easily you can put bank balance ring, family ring, children ring, husband ring, wife ring, income ring, social life ring, every home ring, everything fits very beautifully because there's one center. So this is Krishna consciousness. And this is what's being told here. We have the secret how to make society happy. What are people actually looking for? We have the knowledge. And we simply have to explain it. But people think, oh, ISKCON's all about sannyasis. They're making our young men sannyasis. No, someone may be brahmachari, but brahmachari has the option to become grihastha if he likes. Am I interrupting something? In the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a story of Gajendra Moksha. You know the story. Gajendra is being pulled into the water by the crocodile. The elephant's very powerful on the land. The crocodile is very powerful in the water, so the struggle is going on for thousands of celestial years. Trying to not get pulled in the water, trying to get pulled in the water. So in the purport to this verse, Srila Prabhupada explains, because at that time in ISKCON, many young men who took sannyas were leaving their sannyas vows and getting married. So Prabhupada said, no matter. Grihe tako, vane tako, sada hari bolina. Doesn't matter. You go to the forest or you stay with your family. Just chant Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada explained in the purport, just find that situation in your life where you can fight the crocodile of Maya. As a grihastha or as a sannyasi. There's no difference. Grihastha life is also a life of austerity, a life of dedication. Not different from different circumstance, but the principle is the same because Krishna is the enjoyer. Krishna is the center of sannyasi's life. Krishna should be the center of grihastha's life also. And if he's not, then how will you be happy? You cannot. You cannot be happy without Krishna being the center of your life. So this is an important verse. We should explain this verse because what we have in Krishna Bhakti, the whole world wants. Happy, harmonious relationship between husband and wife, respectful relationship. Actually, Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj just tells his disciples, husband and wife do dandavat to each other. You get up in the morning, do dandavat. Husband to wife, wife to husband. To overcome the idea that I am the enjoyer of this man, I'm the enjoyer of this woman. And this is Krishna consciousness. Harmonious living, happy living, prosperous living, peaceful living. We have the answers to that, and we simply have to explain it to society. And this is Varnashram. Finding a situation in society where you feel comfortable, where you're making progress in Krishna consciousness. Because a bad sannyasi may make a great grihastha, and a bad grihastha may make a great sannyasi. So find the situation in life where you're comfortable and make progress in Krishna consciousness. And that's happened by making Krishna the center. Nitai Chand, Gaura Chand ki jai. So anyone has any comment or question? Prabhu, many questions. Hot topic. Pardon?
I have two questions.
Speak up loudly so people can hear.
First question is about the unwanted populations. So, what do we see that for the devotees, even in
The devotees who?
don't mingle illicitly, but they still have unwanted non-devotees. We are seeing in case of Advaita and in case of Prabhupada, you not all the same side. So how we can explain that we follow all the procedures that we have Krishna consciousness and for the Hindu we put devas for that. So
Yes, sometimes a Prahlad is born to a Hiranyakashipu. Sometimes a Hiranyakashipu is born to a Prahlad. Pardon? Yeah, Venu. So the point is this, that we are not the cause of the result of our action, correct? But you have to do your duty. You do your duty, but you're not the cause of the result of your action. So Grihastha should follow, they should do Garbhadan Sanskar. They should unite. It's not a lusty It's puja, practically speaking. You offer puja in joy and harmony and loving reciprocation, husband and wife. Planting seeds. Garbhadan means you're planting seeds. It's not this dirty, lusty thing that we see in material society. But the result of that is up to Krishna. You have to do your duty. But the result is up to Krishna. And the result will come by your karma also. Will you get a Prahlad or will you get a Hiranyakashipu? But Hiranyakashipus are also known to become devotees in due course of time. And the history of ISKCON is the proof. Prabhupada came to America and created millions of Hiranyakashipus into Prahlads. I'm one of them. Practical proof of Krishna consciousness. And that child delivers the parents. Dhruva's mother, Suniti, went back to Godhead because of Dhruva. He's getting, oh, what about my mother? Let's go take my mother also. So parents that produce devotee children are delivered themselves. You think Prabhupada's mother went to heaven? Prabhupada's father went to heaven? Swarga? They went to Goloka. Prabhupada took them. Prabhupada takes his disciples in the same way, or reassigns them in his service. Some disciples of Srila Prabhupada are eternally related to him. Wherever he goes, they go with him. So you have to do your duty, but the result is not up to you. Second question. Is that okay?
Second question is, most of the time we get to lectures we hear with Vidya and Avinda. So what not to think about what was to be, while sitting like a which can't do. And then with the ideas of but what happens when we think that what not to think, we think about it.
I'm not going to think about that. This is like the gopis. We're not going to think about Krishna. Forget Krishna. Forget the lifter of Govardhan Hill. Forget the enjoyer of Ras Leela. Forget the son of Mother Yashoda. Forget that Murli Dar.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't stop thinking of Krishna.
Yeah, so when we go here a sense of thing, initially we didn't have this thought, but when we hearing it say that we not to think about this, we not to think about this. So we not to think about this, but it's coming. And so because of hearing that. And the question is, at the moment, the last moment, we should think about Vidya or Avinda.
Depends what you're able to think of. Because Prabhupada explains that even if you're forgetful of Krishna, Krishna will not forget you. There's a nice story, not instructive story, it's not a happy story, but some god sisters were out on Sankirtan, book distribution, and were involved in a horrible car accident. So this one devotee lady describes how her whole throat was full of blood. She couldn't chant, but in her mind she saw clearly, crystal clearly, beautiful silver Krishna book with the words K-R-S-N-A. Krishna came to her in reciprocation of her wonderful service of book distribution. So Krishna will come. He says, I pick you up from this ocean of birth and death. I deliver you. It's not that by my strength, by my austerity, by my bhakti, I'm a great devotee. I will remember. Krishna comes to you in remembrance. So the whole process of bhakti is to try and attract Krishna to us. You can't reach up and grab him. Mercy comes down, not that I'll climb up. This is the difference between bhakti and jnana. Ramanujacharya asked his disciples one time, what is better, a monkey? The way a baby monkey holds onto its mother, or the way the cat picks up its kitten? What does he answer? Baby monkey, baby cat. Huh? Why? Yes. Baby monkey is trying to hold on by its own strength. The baby cat says, meow. Mother's picking it up, moving it out of love. That same mouth is death for a rat. But out of love for its own offspring, it picks it up and moves it. He doesn't have to hold on. He's just, and he's being picked up. So Krishna has great love for his devotee. He says, Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mami vashasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. Says a living being, Atma is very dear to me. Satyam te, this is truth. I'm telling you this truth. Most essential part of Bhagavad Gita. You're very dear to me. And what does he ask? Just think of me. So as we progress in spiritual life, we become free from this, the duality, mental duality. I'm not supposed to think of that, but I'm thinking about it. It comes, you kick it out. It comes, you kick it out. When we become attached to Krishna, when we make progress, our mind becomes purified, then that duality disappears. That's not a mental struggle anymore. Some unholy thought comes to your mind, you spit, forget it. It stops coming. Shuddha Habiman. That what? Before he was, this is because as Yamunacharya, as the king, he was a king. He had his harem, he had his sensual life. So that remnant is still in his mind. But he's saying, when it comes, I spit into that. Yadave mama chaita Krishna padara vindayo. Sushtu nasivanam cha. I spit. Prabhupada would say, I spite. I spit at the thought. So when it's coming, we can this is positive to spit at the thought. But when we make more progress in spiritual life, the mind becomes pure. And it doesn't come. And if it doesn't, and if it comes, how do we make progress mentally? By neglecting the mind. The mind, you don't have to become upset. Okay, that's there. So what? It's been there a long time because we've had the same mind for millions of lifetimes. So all these remnant ideas are still in our mind, and they may bubble up into our mind, into our consciousness. So we ignore, okay, that's there. So what? But no. And if it's especially disturbing, then spit at the thought. But don't do it in the temple. You can spit out the window. But we have to make progress. Then our mind, when our mind is pure, our mind gravitates to Krishna. Because Krishna comes from the word akarshana. It is all attractive. So to become attracted to Krishna's flute, we require mercy of Balaram, who has a plow. And what's the plow for? Preparing the field. Any farmer knows he just doesn't throw seeds like this, throw out seeds and hope they grow. He prepares, he plows it, he removes the weeds, he makes it fertile. Then he plants the seeds and gets a good crop. So Balaram is the strength of Balaram is meant to prepare the field so that we're attracted to the flute of Krishna. When gopis hear the flute of Krishna, they drop everything. They're putting on makeup here, one eye's not made up, one eye's, they run to Krishna. The top part of the dress is on the bottom part is on the top part is on the bottom. One braid is done, one's not braid. One earring, only they set aside their baby, they set aside their husband, and they run to Krishna. Vamshivat. And Krishna says to them, why have you come? Why have you come? Like, what? Why? It's this irrepressible desire to be with Krishna. Nothing else is in their mind. Krishna has absorbed their entire being, their entire consciousness. So when they hear the flute of Krishna, they come running. Then Krishna says, why have you come? You're young girls. This is dark of night. This is a dangerous work. Please go home. Why? To simply increase their desire for Krishna to the boiling point. And we see this in the prayers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yugayatam nameshena chakshusha prapishayatam shanyayatam jagat sarvam govinda virahita. Because Vipralamba Bhav is the most intense form of Krishna consciousness, not sambhog. All Krishna, we came to Krishna, now we're with Krishna. No, Krishna says, go. And their love of God reaches a boiling point. Externally, they're very disturbed. Internally, they're diving and surfacing, they're swimming in an ocean of prema, love of God, in separation. This is the whole mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri. Why was he in Puri? In separation. Because Jagannath is the whole discussion. Jagannath is the worshipable deity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's not Vishnu, he's Shyam Sundar. They asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, why does Jagannath look like this? Prabhupada said, oh, Shyam Sundar? He's Shyam Sundar. And why has Shyam Sundar become Gaura Sundar? Radha Baba Duti Subalitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam. He's taken the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to relish this Vipralamba Bhav, intense, inconceivable Bhav, love of God. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Gambhira. He's rubbing his face at the wall. Blood is coming from his face. They lock the door. 1 door, 2 doors, 3 doors. They lock the doors because he may escape. Who knows what he'll do to himself? Govinda, the Sarup Damodar, Lalita Vishaka, locking him to protect him. And they come the next morning, Mahaprabhu is gone. How did he leave? But he's gone. They found him in Goshala, with his arms shrunken in, his legs shrunken in, foaming at the mouth. Govinda Virahena. Separation from Krishna. Separation is the highest experience of love of God. We also experience Vipralamba. If you lose your phone, where's my phone? Someone stole my phone. All my pictures, all my data, my phone number. Where's my phone? My phone. Where's my... Or if you lose money, God, I got 5,000 rupees in my pocket. Where's my money? But the day will come when we feel Nimeshena. You know what Nimeshena means? It's this blink of an eye. To be Yugayitam, to be a millennium. A blink of the eye and separation from Krishna is like a millennium. Why? Govinda Virahena me. Unbearable separation from Krishna. So if you have that feeling, you think you're have some mental disturbance, oh, some past remembrance, your mind is suggesting, oh, do this. No, I won't do it. Yes, do it. No, yes, do it. You'll be happy. You'll be in joy. No, yes, no, yes, no. We become free from that. We develop attraction, feeling for Krishna. So we keep that. This is called raga. Raga Marg, Raga Nuga Bhakti. We keep that Gaurava, Pujala Raga Pata Gaurava Bhange. We keep that over our head as a worshipable objective of life. You can't snap your fingers. Oh, now I love Krishna. It's a Hajia. One of my godbrothers spent some time with this type of devotee in Hawaii. He needed a place to say, okay, the devotees. So this devotee was bragging, I chant 64 rounds every day. Every day, 1 lakh. So he's like, okay, all glories to you. Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj said, I never chanted more than 16 rounds, and I had perfect understanding of my Siddhadeya and Siddhadeya of my Guru. 16 rounds. And this person says, but I chant 64 rounds. So the next morning, he said, okay, I'm going down to the beach to chant my japa, my 64 rounds. So, okay, all glories to you. Comes back an hour and a half later. Got him done. Is it possible? Cheating. Pratishta. I'm chanting 1 lakh. Chant 16 rounds and go out and do something for Mahaprabhu and go back to Godhead. What more you want? What more you want? So this is the system that Prabhupada gave us. For overactive brains, overactive bodies. Chant your 16 rounds and do something for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we have that feeling that arises in our heart, then we become free from the dualities, the mental dualities that afflict our mind. Do this, no, don't do that. Do this, no, don't do that. Because spiritual life is not about anartha-nibbiti. There's a life beyond anartha-nibbiti. We have to come to nishtha. We're not affected by what our mind tells us anymore. You have to go step by step, because after nishtha, ruchi, you start getting a taste for Krishna. If you get that taste, forget about material life. I'm getting the highest taste with Krishna. Material life, too. So we pray for that day, but you have to cross over anartha-nibbiti. What do we want? Pravarta, pravritta, prayojana, artha pravritti, artha pravritti, the art objective, what we want, what we can get by bhakti, love of God, complete detachment from the material conception of life. It's within our grasp in one lifetime, in this lifetime. So what is our prayojana? Shiman rasa rasam ram rasaram bivam shiva tatatastita karshan venu swanar gopir gopinatha shriyestana. It's the deity of prayojana. Sambandha abhideya prayojana. This is our goal, love of God. But you have to pass through you have to, in English we say, pay your dues. Like you're in college, you're done. You're all done? Mukti. If you're going to college, you just can't give a nice smile and just smile. You have to pay your dues. You have to pay your fees. And what is our due? What are the fees we have to pay? We have to become free from anarthas, anartha-nibbiti. Then artha pravritti. The taste, the substance of real Krishna consciousness. The real substance of spiritual life is not the rules. And this is Ragamar. It's not that you don't follow the rules. You're not governed by rules, you're governed by love. Raghunath Das Goswami is a Rasacharya, Acharya of Raganuga. His rules, his observance of offering dandavat to devotees, of chanting japa, of doing parikrama, are described in Shastra to be like lines written in stone. You can't erase. He's so strict in his observance of rules. But he's on the highest platform of Raganuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti doesn't mean you don't have to follow the rules anymore. Oh, I'm a Raga Bhakti now. Hey, baby, let's go dancing. It's not what it means. So one time Prabhupada was in the kitchen and there was some sweet or something on the counter. He just popped one in his mouth. He said, I can do this, you cannot. He's in a different world. We have to make progress Shraddha Ratir Bhakti Anukramishati. Anukramishati means kramena, step by step. Can't jump over. You're in college?
I see. Still going on.
Still going on. You're still sweating. But can you jump from first standard to PhD? Can we jump from anartha nivritti to prema? This is what it means to be a sahajiya. You're not done with anartha nivritti, but you're pretending you're a great prema bhakti. Premi bhakti. Premi bhakti or bhakti or whatever. This is cheating. One time, Srila Prabhupada was sitting on the veranda chanting japa. This sahajiya came. And he threw himself on the ground, rolling in the dust. Radhe! 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 Rolling and crying, Radhe! 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 Jai Sri Radhe! Prabhupada didn't even look at him. Finally, he got up and walked away. Another time, similar thing, they were having some big pandal program. Some man started carrying on. Prabhupada said, throw a bucket of water on him. And if he doesn't notice, then it's real prema. But if he becomes angry, or if he notices that he just got a bucket of water thrown, then he's a cheater. We have to cross over anartha nivritti, step by step. But we should feel encouraged that it's available. Krishna Bhakti is very scientific, very scientific. And our acharyas, Goswamis especially, it described every path, the obstacles, the things that nourish bhakti, the obstacles to bhakti. Everything completely scientific. So we should study those things and feel very happy that that goal is available to us. The day will come. Prabhupada said, when you feel the warmth of the sunshine as the embrace of your lover, Krishna's sunshine, embraced by Krishna. And everything reminds you of Krishna. You see Krishna everywhere. Stavara Jangama Deki, Nadeki Tar Murti. If you're a devotee, he looks at a tree, he doesn't see the tree, he sees Krishna. He looks at the sun, he sees Krishna. He looks at another person, he sees Krishna. Not that you're Krishna, but who are you? You're Angsa of Krishna. He made this amazing machine we call material body, extraordinary machine. Who is the creator of this? Krishna. Your devotee only sees Krishna everywhere wherever he goes, and he's always thinking of Krishna. He can't forget Krishna. So we can look forward to that just by doing what you're doing. Chanting japa, rising early, studying books, serving Vaishnavas, doing kirtan. This is the result that will come to us in this lifetime. We're vastly fortunate. Count your blessings. So that was a long answer to your question, sorry. Pardon? You're happy? Okay, good. You're smiling. I did my job. Any other question, or shall we stop? Yes, Prabhuji. How to give up? Purush mentality. Get married. To a strong woman. So just joking. So the actual answer is everything comes as a result of our progress in spiritual life. But it's not an easy thing because we've had this mentality for many lifetimes. Because Purush mentality is also in ladies. I'm the enjoyer of this man. He is my protector. He is supplying all my necessities. Babies, bangles, and saris. Please. So-and-so Dasi has a beautiful gold bangle on her wrist, and I don't have one, Prabhu. Can you get one for me, please? Ah, okay. So nothing wrong. Have a gold bangle. Husband, my wife has gold bangles. I bought her gold bangles. But the mentality of being the enjoyer has to. We reject the mentality of being the enjoyer of a woman, especially enjoyer of woman's body. Big Maya. I'll tell you a nice story. Brahmacharis will appreciate. We'll all appreciate. So a friend of mine really wanted to be married, and he was traveling in central United States selling oil paintings to raise money to send to BBT. So in America, they have these, it's like a daba kind of, but you can buy food, you can buy clothes, you can buy oil for your car. It's called a convenience store. They call 7-Eleven. So he's in this convenience store getting something to eat or whatever he was doing. And he sees this beautiful girl and he's very attracted. Beautiful girl. He's like, ooh. Then she disappeared. He was thinking, maybe I can get her phone number, talk to her. Then she disappeared. So he had to use the bathroom before he got back in his car and took off, and the door's locked. So he's waiting outside the bathroom. He has to go. Then the door opens. And who walks out of the bathroom? The beautiful girl. But he had to use the bathroom quite urgently. So he walked in the bathroom, locked the door, and there's this horrible smell. Because the beautiful girl just passed stool. Said, oh, thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Now, in Grihastha life, you can have this experience every day. Am I right? And you will understand that all the horrible things that come out of your body comes out of your wife's body also. What are you attached to? What do you think you're enjoying? We enjoy in Grihastha life wonderful, loving, devotional relationship. I'm serving you. I'm helping you. My wife is home. I'm sitting here enjoying your company. My wife is home, struggling. She's taking care of 20 shalagrams. Jagannath, she's doing arti, she's doing abhishek, she's picking tulsi, she's picking flowers, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing everything. I'm sitting here having a nice time with you. And I can't be here without her help. This is Grihastha life. Husband serving wife, wife serving husband, both cooperatively serving Krishna, and this delivers us from the material world. And this is what's being spoken of in this verse. No material attachment. And as we make progress in spiritual life, these realizations will come. And you can see your wife as the servant of Krishna. You can think she's one of Krishna's gopis. She's not for me. She's for Krishna. But only in the strength of Krishna consciousness, not artificially. Mataji.
In the name of collecting money, the body of all together, people and devotees accumulate so much. Even devotees are accumulating more and more saying for 40, 50 years, we will accumulate for security. So then he's saying, and they are naming it as Vikta Vairagya. So there should be a particular boundary, how much to earn, how many, like people are, when devotees are working 16 hours a day.
Some devotees are obliged to work 16 hours a day because if you're an employee on what do they call it? You're not working by hour on a contract. Your boss wants he just wants to suck your blood. It's not like, can I work 12 hours? I really want to go to kirtan. Is it okay? Goodbye. We'll find someone else to replace you. Sometimes devotees are obliged. And business can also consume your life. I also worked in business. I didn't choose to work like that, but I didn't have an employee. So I had to do everything. I had a watch repair, jewelry repair store. So I had to do all the repairs, all the orders, all the renting up customers, everything. So I was working sometimes 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. Not that I wanted to, but I was obliged to. So if life gives you lemons, we say, sour lemons, what to do? Make nimbu pani. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But we should give up this mentality of over collecting. Prayas. Prayas is the cause of fall, an over endeavor for something that's difficult to achieve. One should have comfortable life. Prabhupada would say, have comfortable life. What we don't need luxurious life. As I was saying, I worked in watch repair business, in jewelry repair business. So you can buy a watch for $350,000. Platinum with diamond bezel. What does it do? It tells you what time it is. You can buy a Titan watch for 500 rupees. It does the same thing. There's no need for luxurious life. One should have comfortable life. Work to have comfortable life with Krishna. And the Grihastha should think, this is another thing, people ask how to balance my material life and my spiritual life. The balance comes when we see our so-called material life is also spiritualized. A man that's working outside making money should think, this is seva, because I'm making money to serve Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, my wife and children, Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. I'm making money to maintain my ashram, where we're worshiping the deity. I'm making money to buy bhoga, to offer to the Lord. Everything is Krishnaized by our consciousness. And this is the key. This is the clue, the solution to our problems. That we can Krishnaize our life by our consciousness. What's the difference between a man working 60 hours a week and a devotee working 60 hours a week? Only consciousness. One man is thinking out of greed, let me get more money, more. And devotee thinks, okay, this is my life, what to do? Let me work, accumulate money, and spend for Krishna. Because Grihastha Ashram means we have relationship with money. Our Mayapur project, how are all these huge buildings coming up? Huge temple. Where is it coming from? It doesn't fall from the sky. It's the product of the generosity of successful, opulent grihastas. That out of the generosity of their heart are using their money to serve Krishna. They're giving Lakshmi to Narayan. This isn't Maya. It's Maya if you don't want to spend for Krishna. If you're thinking, I want to get a BMW, when a little Toyota will do, have a comfortable, nice car, Toyota. I don't know what other cars they have. You don't need a Mercedes. You don't need a BMW for your pratishtha, for your pride.
Sometimes you go to have houses about 5 crores, big bungalows and all.
I don't want.
Like, okay, whatever, like, as a learner, what boundaries we should be. That's what you are mentioning.
I have a devotee friend. I won't mention his name because someone may criticize him, but he has a very big bungalow, a beautiful bungalow, and it's meant for him. He's crorepati. He's gonna rent an apartment. He can afford it. So I said, this is meant for you. This came to you. Now preach to other people who are wealthy, because we also tend to have a reputation of being poor. That Krishna consciousness means you don't have money, you couldn't make it in the material world, so you became a devotee, couldn't graduate, so you became a devotee, couldn't get a degree, couldn't make it in the material world, you're a loser. No, show the opulent face of Krishna consciousness also. So invite your wealthy friends to your home. Show them your beautiful deity worship. Give them beautiful Krishna prasadam, and impress them that Krishna bhakti is not hampered by material opulence. If your consciousness is Krishna conscious, if you're Krishna conscious, one man has a big, beautiful bungalow and he's using it in Krishna's service, inviting devotees, having programs, inviting sannyasis, having programs. And this person does. He's very active in Krishna consciousness. He has one or two or three Bhakti Vriksha groups he's in charge of. He's very active. But this is meant for him. Nothing wrong. We're not renunciates. You don't get bhakti by renunciation. You get bhakti by serving Krishna and serving Vaishnavas. So we become free from this duality of prosperity and renunciation when we just make Krishna the enjoyer, make Krishna the center. Everything's by karma, Mataji. Whether it's by over endeavor or whether it just drops in your lap. It just comes to you. Some devotees, they work hard, not over endeavor, and they become very, very prosperous by karma. Another person works like a donkey and they can't make ends meet. Everything comes by will of the Lord, by your purva punya, sukriti. So whatever we get, mat kurusva madarpanam, offer to Krishna. The result comes by Krishna. But we should avoid prayas. Prayas means over endeavor. Work, be responsible, show an example to society, care for your family, have comfortable life, educate your children, set money aside also. This is example by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami gave 50% of his wealth to Vaishnavas for the purpose of Krishna consciousness. He kept 25% for emergency, and he used 25% for his family. This is our standard. But we should admit, this is controversial. That 50% after your bills. Many devotees, if you give 50% of your income, you'll starve. You won't be able to buy food or pay rent. So after your bills are paid, the necessities of life, 50% of discretionary income should be used for Krishna, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission. Who?
Yes. Yeah, house in the wife, money are being taken.
Yes.
Like, means they understand that my house, my property, it belongs to Guru.
Manasa geho deho, manasa deho geho yo kichumor arpilan tuopade, Nanda Kishore. You know this story she mentioned, Ramanujacharya? Very beautiful story. That they were criticizing one Grihastha. He's so attached, very attached man. He loves his wife, they have gold, they have a nice place, very attached. So Ramanujacharya sent some brahmacharis, and they stealthily snuck into the house, and they were taking jewelry off his wife's hand. And she could understand what was happening. So she rolled over on the other side so they could take that also, thinking that, oh, the temple must be in need. They've resorted to stealing. There must be some extreme need. So she rolled over on the other side. Then Ramanuja sent one disciple to where they're hanging their dhotis. Said, you go and you tear a strip off their dhoti and see what happens. So they strip off the dhoti. Who took cloth off my dhoti? Who has destroyed my dhoti? What rascal has done that? The same people that are criticizing the man for having so much wealth. Everything is consciousness. Devotee with wealth can be overwhelmed with gratitude. Krishna is so kind. How much he's given me. Sudama Brahman, Sudama Vipra. Krishna is bathing his feet. Goddess of fortune, Rukmini said, what is going on here? This beggar has come. He's the wealthiest person in relationship with Krishna. And what did he bring? Some chipped rice. And Krishna's demanding, you've brought something for me? No, Lord, nothing. No, you've brought something. I know you've brought something. Give it to me. And by that small offering, he became like a devata, extreme opulence, but he was never attached. And he didn't approach Krishna doing business like a baniya. I'm giving you, now you give me. This is Krishna consciousness. Does that answer your question? Devotee's question? We should stop. So thank you very much for your kind attention. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
जय सर्वधिक की जय प्रभुपाद की जय। Let us thank the Sarvadrik group for inspiring us so beautifully our Krishna consciousness, and in that is blessing us. A lovely chanting, three times.
Thank you. When I become my deceived, just facing up. Leela Prabhu ki jai. Prabhu ki mat Just taking a short